So this is the LED accent light kit from Custom Dynamics. This is the full bike kit. It comes with the Bluetooth controller, and we've also got the parts for the wheel, the lights for the wheel. So we're gonna get this thing all lit up. So this thing basically has different presets, strobes, pulsing, breathing, whatever you want to call it. Can be just a solid color, basically any color that you can imagine we can use the Bluetooth controller to create with this kit. So it's gonna be really cool. You're gonna be able to set it up exactly how you want. You want it to go to music with your phone, you can do that. I'm really looking forward to it. So we got our instructions, all these strips, all of the strips. So these are going to be our actual light strips, all these different sizes. These are the Street Magic Magical Wizard. They're like a pod. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LED strips, long LED strips. Here we've got our controller, our remotes. Here we've got some double-sided tape, the 3M primer, our connectors, power wire, master switch right there, and a couple more of these Magic Wizard pods. Okay, so basically this is the switch right here, so I can reach it. It works. The wire comes out right here, so plenty of wire to deal with that kill switch. So I think that's a nice, secure, safe place for that kill switch. Not like we're going to need it that often anyways, so it might not be 100% convenient to get to. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is apply our 3M primer to the surfaces that we want to put the light strips. So basically you'll get this little vial or whatever you want to call it of 3M primer 94, and you just want to squeeze it until you hear it click, just like that. And then this little sponge tip here will get wet with the primer, and we can apply apply it to all of our surfaces. So a lot of it's going to be done blindly, so I'm just going to try and get it on as best as I can. I think I'm actually going to put those 2 extra light pods inside these heat shields. So I'm going to go ahead and put some primer in here. I'm going to mount the box right here underneath the side panel on the motorcycle, and then just run the wires through here to the battery area. So in retrospect, I think what I should have done is mounted that kill switch right here in that hole, so it was all on this side of the motorcycle, but I don't really feel like trying to move it, so I just ran the wires to the kill switch across over to here. I'm going to wire that up to here. What we're going to have to do is cut this wire between the fuse and the box, so like right in here, and then we're going to wire in that kill switch right there. So the light pod for the horn, I used a spacer with some 3M tape, and then I put this on top of it. So the spacer, and then I put the light pod on top of that. So one thing I've done is I've lifted up the back end of the gas tank a little bit just to make this job a little bit easier. So when you're running this wire, you just want to do the best you can at hiding it. I'm not going to run anymore until I lower the gas tank back down, because then I can actually follow some of these other wires along and just zip tie it as I go. Well, let's move over to the air cleaner side. Alright, so for over here, I'm a little bit limited on what I want to do, on what I can do actually. So I think I'm just going to do one pod right in the middle of this air cleaner, and that's going to kind of shine down, lighting up some of this area. You know, maybe I should just hook this one up too, just to make sure. Alright, so now if we hold this up back here, we can get a little bit better idea how it's gonna light things up. Of course, we gotta keep our fat fingers out of the way, but I think that's kind of cool. I mean, and then we're gonna mount another one right here. Alright, so all my LEDs are in place, all my wires are run. My tip, I didn't record it because it's a lot of dark areas and I don't think you would have been able to see most of it very well anyway, so, and it's going to be just however you decide to run it on your bike personally. But my tip is, if it's good enough for factory wiring and lines and harnesses, it's good enough for this. So I always follow factory wiring, tubes, or not tubes, but lines, whatever. Follow that. If it's zip tied somewhere, put another zip tie right next to it to hold your wire into place or whatever. Add as many zip ties as you need to add and go from there. Work your way all the way back to the battery compartment, and I'll show you what I've got going on right here. And we gotta get these wires prepped and ready to install into the clips. My underframe LED and the LED strip on the saddlebag guardrail are run up through the rear fender area here, and everything else, front forks, horn cover, heat shield, fuel tank, same thing on this side. The two are run through the fender, and everything else is run up through here. So basically we have all this wire, and we don't need that much wire. What we need to do is determine how much wire we're actually going to need. I'm going to pull this through here, but I'm really trying to figure out how to keep all of my wiring tidy, and it's like, it's not really going that well for me. After I get these all wired up, I want to be able to tuck all my wiring down in here, so that's why I want it all over there right off the bat. So basically we want to wire to these wires, so probably be alright to just make everything the same length here, hopefully. So I'm going to cut them. No going back now. So this is all my front wires. My rear wires, I'm going to tuck. I'm actually going to run these right along this harness and put a zip tie on them. Keep everything as nice and tidy as possible. I think I'm actually going to just heat shrink these together. Not really for any other reason except just to keep things, try to keep things somewhat organized. Don't need a big bunch of heat shields, so I'm just going to use this scrap piece that I have. hopefully. I completely forgot that the other thing I really want to do is keep my two gas tank wires together, so if I ever need to remove my gas tank, it's easy. Alright, so basically we're kind of ready to get going here. What you want to do is, and I found that it's very difficult, at least with my wire stripper it is. I'm just going to cut down quite a ways on the outer sleeve here and slide those off. The big thing is you want to like use enough force to cut through this, but not enough to cut all the way through. All you need to do is just expose 10 millimeters of wire, and you can tell, well, you can't, but there's a gauge right here. So if you want to know how much wire you need to strip, it's 10 mil, which is about that much. So not much at all. That's what we need to take off of each one of these lines. And my wire stripper does not go small enough for this. Alright, so the idea here is you want each one of these blocks to be all the same color. So I've got some of this wired up already, and I tried to keep things organized, but I did miss a couple, so I'm going to have to tie them into this other way here when I show you all this. So let's do this is just a mess. Total disaster going on here. But as long as all the wires are together when you're done, that's the important part. So we're going to take all the blacks from what I've got left. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's all the blacks I've got left. And we're just going to twist those together and put them in the black block. Now you'll notice one of the wires in the black block is white, and that's the main wire that comes from the brain box for the kit. So that's the only one that's going to be a different color. But white goes to black, otherwise blue goes to blue, green goes to green, red goes to red. If you notice this yellow wire, I think I might have explained this already, but the yellow wire is able to tap into your brake line, and if you do that, it's going to turn all of your LED lights red whenever you hit the brakes. I don't know if I'm going to run that one or not yet. If you don't run it, you have to cap it off. Alright, now we're going to do greens. Green. Oh shoot, there's another black one. See, this is a mess. I'm sure there's a much nicer way to actually be doing this, but man, I don't know what it is. Here's the green block. Next, I think we'll do red. I don't know how. Oh man, there's. Oh yeah, that's the black one. Okay. I don't know how you would keep this organized, to be honest with you. It's kind of a mess right now. But at least it's easy enough to redo if I ever figure it out. Okay, so basically each one of these cage clamps has 3 ports basically, and you can just like take 4, 5, 6 wires or whatever for each port, however you want to do it. And I was trying to keep things organized. I wanted the fuel tank to be on its own, so if I ever needed to remove it, I could easily. But to be honest with you, I don't think think that really happened. Alright, after I get this black one wired in, if I can find the black block, we should be able to test it out, and hopefully everything works. Okay, so there's your wire mess. Well, let's see how it works. So anyway, not the most professional job in the world, but they work. And I'll have them for the Milwaukee trip. So at the time of recording this video, Milwaukee is actually just starting today, the Milwaukee Rally, the 115th anniversary for Harley Davidson. I'm actually going to be heading out there on Saturday, and I really wanted to make sure that this was done before that. So just because I don't feel like trying to tap into a brake line right now, I'm going to tape this off. Hey, so here we are a few months later after I did the install. I've been to Milwaukee with it, and I figured this was a good opportunity to kind of touch base with y'all and tell you what I think of the lights. But I'm also planning on probably doing kind of a follow-up video, kind of a question and answer. So if you guys do have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Anything about the lights, anything you'd like me to kind of go into further detail on, just drop it down in the comments below, and I'll likely do a follow-up video. I really like the kit. It looks really nice. I've got the underglow, I've got the front tire kit, I've got the LEDs under my saddlebags, and I've got obviously the engine compartment all lit up. So it really does look very impressive at night. If you're interested in it, there's a link in the description below. You can head on over to Custom Dynamics website. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Highly appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and ring the bell. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it'll keep you up to date and current with any new videos that I put out, or if I go live, and you definitely don't want to miss that. So bring that for me. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Stay safe out there as always, you guys. Have a good one. We will catch you in the next video from Touring Midwest.